Hi, Luke.
Hey, hello
Hey,
again. Welcome
uh,
back. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
It's good.
What about you?
I'm doing pretty well. I don't know if you saw at the beginning. I had this eyebrow at the on hanging down, and I couldn't figure out where it was. But I think I'm recovering now. Um, so I want to just jump into what we're gonna do, if that's okay, and then we can kind of talk through it. So I'm gonna pop over to the playground. What I want to do is an exercise where we're kind of thinking creatively and using um, abstract thinking to create new things, right? Using these words. And we're going to do it in three levels, sort of level one, level two, and level three. And so the first one should be very easy. The second one should be, and then the third one might be hard for both of us. So it's not just you.
It
I'm
sounds
going to be,
scary. Yeah.
I'm scared
I
too. I scared myself. Um, yes. So let me just sort of explain what I want to try to do, and then we'll see how it goes. So the first one is to take these words, and I don't know if you can see, we have these on the left
hmm
are nouns, and then adjectives in the blue, and then the pink ones are verbs, right? Um, what I want to try to do is have each we will challenge each other, right? So I want you to grab four of these and put them in the circle. Any four you want, it doesn't matter. You can choose two nouns, one you can do all nouns, whatever you want to do, and then I'm going to try. My challenge is to then tell a very short story example where I use all of the ones that you choose. So you can just grab them and drag them into the circle in the middle, the gray
circle.
circle.
F forwards. Yeah.
Four words. Any four. You can
Okay.
choose all nouns. You can choose two nouns and one adjective and one verb,
hmm
or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So you choose what I have to do.
Okay.
That'll be the challenge. All right. Phone. Okay. I'm scared. Oh, you're trying to make it easy. Okay, I see. I can't promise to do the same for you. And what else have we got? By the way, guys, this thing is called Mural. We're using something called Mural. It's a really good way to collaborate. If you guys work on creative projects and things like that, it's a really cool collaboration tool because you can play around with stuff live. It's very useful. All right, so we've got two adjectives, solid and outdated. And I think, Luba, I think you've tried to make it easy for me by the ones that you chose. I really do. You've got phone as the noun, and then the verb is replace. Replace. Okay. Now, let's say the rules for this one is you can use any form, which means if I want to, I can replace uh, solid with solidity or solidly. I can use replace, and I can change replacement or replacing, for example. I can do whatever I want. So it's very flexible. And it doesn't have to be one sentence. So let's see. I'm just trying to think about the right way to use solid. Okay, I think I've got an idea. Um, so I had been using a Nokia cell phone for many years. And the great thing about it is that it's unbreakable. You can slam it against the ground. It's very solid. It's indestructible. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to connect to the internet. I wasn't able to check GPS or anything like that. It was very outdated. And so I decided to upgrade, and I replaced that phone with a brand new iPhone 11 Pro, which I like much better, but because it's all glass, frankly, I'm a little bit worried that it could break pretty easily, unlike the very solid Nokia plastic phone. How was that? Did I do it? I got them all, right? Was
Yeah.
that okay? Okay. So
Yes.
now it is your turn, okay? So I'm going to do 4 words for you, and do you think you can try the same thing? You want to try it?
Yeah.
And I'll be happy to help as well. If you need help or ideas, I will happily help. So now I'm going to choose your words. I'm going to choose 4 words for you. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to go with why is this thing not letting me? I want to let go of the word solid. Hey, stop following me around, solid. I'm going to go with teacher. I'm going to go with oh, thank you for helping me out with that. I'm going to go with quiet. Should I make it easy for you or hard for you? That's my question. We'll start easy. Okay? We'll start very easy. Help and office. I think this was going to be fairly easy. Maybe too easy. All right, so you've got to make a story. You can change the words any way you want. If you want to use quietly or teachers or teaching, helping, helps, helped, you can change the form any order you want. It's very flexible. You just have to use all these words in your story.
Yeah, I see. When I started to learn English, I was so quiet and shy, and I could not speak English at all. But I met a good teacher, and he tried to help me, and he showed me a way to speak English. And now, when now I try to have as many lessons as I can. So sometimes I join lessons when I am in my office, but I try to be quiet because my colleagues, they complain that I speak too loudly, and they complain about it. So I think that we should speak English as much as we can. And if we listen to a teacher carefully, he or she can help us a lot, and we will improve our speaking skills.
That was great. You got them all very easily. That was very good. That was your
Thank
story
you.
was better
Thank you
than
for
mine.
helping me.
Seriously. Yeah, you're right. Now I feel like the words I chose were too easy. They fit together, but next one will be harder for sure. All right, so I think that was pretty good for level 1. So people can do this. You guys can write down some words, and it doesn't really matter. When I was writing down these words for this, I wasn't really thinking. I was just like boat, phone, I was just writing down words. And then the challenge is, how do you put them together, right? So this allows you to be creative, come up with a little story, but also there are some rules and limits, and having the rules and the limits it's very important to have that, because if you don't, then it's too open, too free, and you can't really benefit from it. So let's scroll down to level 2. Level 2. All right? Same basic words, but this time it's a little bit different. This time we're going to try to do 5, and the examples must be in order. That means you can't, in the order that you use them in your story, they have to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the order that the other person chooses. So it's more of a challenge, but still we have to make a story, and it can be more than one sentence. But let's try to use the original form of the word. If you really need to change it, it's okay, but let's try to use the original form of the word that we put in. So if you wouldn't mind, Luba, could you put in 5 words into the square, or into the rectangle, and then it will be my turn again to try to make a story in the same order that you choose, and I will do my best.
Okay, I will try.
Okay.
1.
Music? Okay. I just got to start with music. Ew. Ready? Deliver. Solid. Uh-huh. And lunch. Ah! Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Um,
It's crazy. I know. I know.
yes, let's see
Sorry.
here. Well, no, it's okay. This is a good challenge for me. I'm not a real English teacher unless I can do things like this, right? So let me try my best. Okay. Now, the secret to this one is if it's very hard, all you have to do is make the story way longer, and then you can talk about anything. But I'll try to make it as short as possible. You got the word solid in there is the tough one. That's always the tough one. How is solid? Oh, I got it. Okay. I was sitting at home in my home office doing a little work, and as I work, I usually listen to some ambient music or some electronic music because it helps me relax and focus. And I was just getting ready to send a very important email when my doorbell rang. And then I realized that I had ordered some Indian food and I was waiting for it to be delivered, right? So, delivered. I had an ED. Let's see if I can use it with the original. I was waiting
It was
for.
delivered from Chandra to you, Indian food.
Well,
Yeah?
yes, I'm trying not to change the form, though, the original form. I had asked Uber Eats to deliver it to my front door instead of outside the building. Ah, yes. Okay. So when the food came finally, I tipped the delivery person, and I was very excited because I was very hungry. And I opened the box, I opened the Indian food, and unfortunately, it was frozen solid. It had not been cooked. The entire meal had been frozen. It was frozen solid. So I had to just have some ramen noodles for lunch. That's it.
Oh, wow.
How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great story. Yeah.
The tough one,
I
the
will-
tough one is to use deliver in that context as a verb
Yeah,
rather
because
than
it
as
is verb. It should not be noun. Yeah.
right. Well, usually we say delivery driver or delivery or delivered in the past tense. But yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your turn. Revenge. Cheap,
Mm-hmm.
replace, ready, idea, and decision.
I like to buy things on the internet because because they are cheap, and if I don't like them, I can replace them back. So I wanted to buy some new things, and I looked for them on the internet. And when I was ready to buy them, uh, I mm, the the idea came to my mind, and I decided, and I understood that it was not good idea to buy things on the internet because I should try them first
Mm.
before I buy them. And when I tried them on in the store, I understood that it was a good decision because nothing mm, this clothes didn't fit me, so it was right decision to try it first I before I can buy them on the internet.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you used them all in order, and you were about to use decide, and then you changed it and said I understood that it was a good decision. So that was good. That was great. I would recommend maybe instead of using the word understood that it was a good decision, you could probably use the word realized it was a good decision.
Realized.
That would be a better word to use. Otherwise, it was very good. It was very good.
Thank you.
By
I
the
will
way,
try to use it.
I agree. When it comes to buying clothes, it's really hard to buy stuff, except for socks on the internet.
Yeah,
You can
and
buy socks on the internet. All right, I think we've done pretty well so far. Level 1 and level 2. Now it's time for the final level, the most challenging level. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm scared of this level as well. Let's try, though. Let's see what happens. All right. Level 3. Let's scroll down to level 3. Okay, we have once again, we have the circle and the same words as before. So I just wanted to keep it relatively, oops, I scrolled up too far. So let me just read the rules here for this one. Level 3, bring 5 into the circle. We'll try to do 5. Any order, any form, one sentence. So what does that mean? That means that it doesn't matter. You can use them very flexible. You can put one over here, one over there. The order is completely up to you. That's why it's a circle. And then you can change, for example, follow to followed to follower to following. You can change any form you want. So the exercise for this one is to get it into one sentence. That's the challenge. And that's a tough one, especially if we're speaking it, right? So we have to really think about it. So let's do what we've done before, and you can give me the first challenge. I never ask people to do things I don't do myself, so I'll try it first. I'm a little nervous about it, but let's give it a try. Old, outdated, explain, office, and yell. All right, here we go. I was so tired of trying to explain to my boss how old and outdated our office equipment was that I finally yelled in his face, "Don't you get it?"
Great.
Got it, right?
I like it. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was easier than I thought it was going to be. That was not too bad. Your turn. The ultimate challenge. One sentence.
Oh, yeah, I see.
And if this one's tough, because this one is a little tough, then just choose 4 out of 5. That's okay. Because if you can do 4, that's okay. So, and then if we can figure out how to put the 5th one in. If you want to just choose 4, if 5 is too hard, that's fine. I'm trying to think about how I would do it.
I followed the advice of my old teacher, who told me that I can listen to something in English when I am having lunch. It can help me because
that would be the end of the sentence.
Because it can help me a lot in my learning English.
Very good. Very good. That was excellent. You said I followed the advice of my old teacher.
Who told me that I should listen to something in English when I am having lunch, because it can help me a lot in my learning English.
Very good. You know what you used there?
It's
a long sentence. It's a long sentence, but it is a sentence. One thing I would like to point out that you used that is really powerful, you used 2 things, 2 very useful ways to extend a sentence. You used who, my teacher who told me. As soon as you use who, then it's like you can start again. It's like, oh, okay, now I can just talk about the teacher. And then you used another extension.
One sentence to another,
right.
Yeah, but
exactly.
It's still one sentence.
It's still one sentence. You're absolutely right. So using who is a very powerful way to add information like making a new sentence, but without doing it. And then another great way to do it is to add things like because. Because if you say because, then you can give reasons. And you could continue making sentences that way, even though technically it would be all one sentence. So I'm proud of both of us. Frankly.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you.
I'm going to pop over to...
It was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun, sort of fun activity. I enjoyed it. It's very, very good way to practice. Now, I would say generally for people who want to do this kind of thing, you can You can do any of these levels, and it helps different aspects, right? If you're doing the sentence one, you're really working on grammar and fitting pieces of things together to make a single sentence. But if you're putting together 5 words in a story, then you have to piece together things in a really coherent and consistent way so that it's interesting. And that challenge is what helps you to start really thinking in English. So, Luba, I think you did an awesome job. And thanks so much for playing along with me.
Thank you for giving me such opportunity to try it, and I think it's very useful for us. So thank you so much, Luke.
Yeah, well, I hope
Yeah.
hopefully we can do it again. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, I would appreciate if you could hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and also check out the courses in the links in the description. So thanks a lot, Luba. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.